So speed, power, Poirier, cardio, Gaethje, speed, Gaethje, wrestling and grappling. I got to go with Poirier, and that's not just because obviously we had a lot more grappling exchanges, but he's got better grappling than does Gaethje. But Gaethje's takedown defense is better. It's going to be a main event, BMF title. It's a 5-round fight. Who's had more 5-round fights? Dustin Poirier for sure. And obviously last time they fought in a 5-round fight, Justin Gaethje gets finished by Poirier in the 4th round. But I think, as I said, Justin Gaethje cleaning things up, fighting a little bit more tactically, realizing that a 25-minute fight is so long when you're in there. I think you're going to see a more composed Justin Gaethje. My prediction is Justin Gaethje wins via decision. Justin Gaethje wins via decision, similar to what we saw against him and Tony Ferguson. Obviously, we know he finished Tony Ferguson late in the fight. I think it was the 5th round, but 4th or 5th round. I don't think he finishes Poirier, but I do think he beats him with output. I think he beats him by not being taken down. I think he beats him by those leg kicks.
Well, you fight different after that. So I'm very wary about my brain. So that's why I don't like those unless I need to. But man, shout out to those who can. If you can just fucking throw yourself in the fire in a real fight just like that, and like, let's fucking go. If we die, we die.
Does it go with distance?
Nah, not this one. I don't think it goes a distance. Official pick though, I'm gonna go Dustin.
Why?
DP. I think his discipline, he's much more, I don't know. Because Gaethje, when he's disciplined, he decides to be patient. He's a fucking man. He's so, in his jab, pa, offbeat, pa, and leg kicks. And his hook, so it takes his time. When he doesn't throw, just it takes his time. I love it. It's beautiful. That Ferguson fight, I love the fact that it was in the apex, so you can hear things like just the hooks, and the sweat was beautiful. But he might get into a point where he just decides early on, fuck it, like he already said, car crash for the ages. And he goes into a brawl. DP keeps it disciplined as much as he can, or when he has to keep it disciplined, he does, unless he has to brawl his way out of something. Then I think he might either catch him again or win the decision. But I just feel like the pace they're both gonna bring, it's not gonna do a distance. I don't know who's gonna win, but if I'm gonna put my money on it, I'll put it on DP.
It's an incredible fight, and I go back and forth. I can see Poirier winning because of the cleaner boxing. I can see Justin Gaethje winning because of the improvements that he's made last time out. But I'm going around the houses. I'm not giving you a prediction. I'm doing it right now. Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier, I believe, was the cleaner boxing. Last time out against Michael Chandler at Madison Square Garden. I mean, what a performance. Chandler was swarming all over him, throwing shots. Block, block, block. Boom. Massive hook. And that's kind of what he did last time out against Gaethje. He's got to block the leg kicks. Justin Gaethje is going to use that. They're one of his greatest weapons, one of his best attributes. He's going to chop down Poirier's legs. He's going to affect the movement. He's going to stop or even cause Poirier to switch stances more often than usual. So he's going to block the leg kicks and use the boxing. Don't think we'll see much wrestling, but I do believe that Dustin Poirier will win this fight. Not a confident pick, but I got to make one. There you go. Dustin Poirier gets the job done and then goes on to fight for the title. I believe whoever wins this fight gets the winner of Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira, which is going down in Abu Dhabi.
I think this fight, it's not going to be as high as paced as it was earlier in that fight, because they both right away walked in the middle and they started banging it out. The fact that both of them know how that first fight went, and I'm sure they both were on the couch for freaking months afterward. They were like, all right, we know what we're getting ourselves into, so we didn't need to get into it in the first round. We'll start second, third, fourth, fifth round. But I think I'm going to go with Dustin here, honestly, because I just think he always figures it out. He always figures out a way, even when he gets rocked or he doesn't get rocked, or you're thinking that, all right, he's folding or he's starting to break a little bit. He always comes back.
These kicks, they can both fight. Who is this going to start chopping these legs down is more likely the person that's more likely going to win. You got anything on that, Junior?
I'm learning about Poirier.
Yeah, tell me why.
Durable, he's been through, I think he's fought higher level fighters, and he's been performing pretty well.
But what about Justin Gaethje right now, being, taking people down, using more of his wrestling?
If you could take Poirier down, he's been taking a lot of damage lately, man. As far as dog, Gaethje, I would say tactical, Poirier.
Okay, well, I choose to defer. I'm going with this time, and new Justin Gaethje, the new BMF.
occasions, but it was Dustin Poirier that was able to come out on top at the end, just with his will, his grit, his style, and his techniques, right? He's got a very beautiful, pure boxing style that he has, and he stays long with his punches, right? So if we can see a Gaethje that is smart, calculated, and stays long with his punches, because I believe that's after he lost to Dustin, that's when Justin went on his title run, right? All the way up to that interim title championship. I think that's when he made all these little changes, because he went into that first fight with, seeing red, just went guns a-blazing. But I feel like after that fight, he learned how to be more calculated, smarter with his punches, and so he was able to go on that title run, right? So if he can do that and come in with straight punches, long punches, calculated game plan, smart game plan, not go wild in the middle of the fight, which I know very well both of these guys can do. Both of the guys can and will make this a dog fight if they need to. And man, I think the entire world is looking forward to this fight.